Johanna.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Johanna. My channel is all about journaling, making journals and other creative craft projects. So in this video, I'm going to be doing a flip through of my completed journal, and just to clear up a couple of questions that I know I'm going to get. First of all, this journal is one that I've made. I didn't buy it anywhere, I made it myself. So if you'd like to know a bit more about that, I have lots of videos on my channel that talk about journals that I've made. So this big, huge journal that I made, I've been working in for about 6 months now, maybe just over 6 months, and I have finally finished working in here. You can see that it is super chunky. If I added any more in here, it would get ridiculous. It already is a little bit ridiculous. I need to make myself a new journal. So before I do that, I wanted to share all the pages in here. So yeah, you can see there from the top how thick this is. I did make the journal quite huge to begin with, so I made the spine really nice and wide. It had lots and lots of pages, but you can see how it wants to sort of force itself open like this, and that's because I've stuffed it so full with stuff that it's getting really chunky and like alligator mouth. So it is a bit of a dark and dreary day here, so it is a little bit dark, but hopefully the lighting will be okay. I'm just going to take you straight inside and get started because this video is probably going to be quite long. And if you don't want to watch me chat through every single page, I'll probably also be uploading another video where I'm just flicking through and there'll be music in the background, because some people really like to hear the chit chat and other people just want to see the pages. So I'll do both. This is the chatty version. So getting straight into it, the first page here, on the inside of the journal, I stuck this little cut apart. This was from a book, and I'll show you the book. This is it here. It's called Granny Chic. A friend recommended this book to me a couple of months ago because it's very similar to my style. It's got like the linen scanned in. This book's been out for quite a while, so it's really cool to actually look through this because everything feels very me. It's very my style. This is the kind of thing that I did in the pages from our journal zines. So a really cool, beautiful book. I got myself a copy so that I could cut into it. And so this image here, which is on the inside of her book, it came with a book jacket which had the same image on it, just a little bit smaller. So I used the book jacket and I cut it up so that I could put this on the inside of my journal. So yeah, if you want to grab yourself a copy of this book, I found it on eBay and it's really beautiful. So up until recently, I hadn't done anything on the very first page. Sometimes I end up just leaving it until last. So I ended up printing out a selfie of me, obviously, if it's a selfie. And I just stuck a label on top of it and it says, hi, my name is Johanna and I'm 24 years old. And I also wrote the year, which is 2019. This beautiful label is another sticker that a friend recommended to me. So these are all also from eBay. The mushroom one came from this set, and they're so cute because they come in a little matchbox. So lots of little label stickers. You guys know that I absolutely love using labels in my journals. Perfect for doing a tiny bit of journaling and not feeling like you have to do a lot. So just like annotating things. So these were pretty cheap and they were all from eBay. So they're all in different styles. Super duper cute. I love those. So a lot of the pages in this journal are scrapbook paper. There's also some vintage book pages and some ledger paper in here. And I'll also link down below the video I have of this journal before I started using it. Basically what I do is I just stick random things in here. So this is from some paper that I bought. There are also some pages in here that I haven't done anything on. So if there's a page that I really like the way it is, like a pattern paper or an illustration or something, I haven't necessarily written on every single page. This is just packaging and a little note from something that I bought. This is a postcard I've had floating around for the longest time, so I decided to stick it in here. And this is just some Disney ephemera that I just printed out on my printer. Scraps of paper and some journaling. Receipts. Over here in this pocket, I decided to just stick all of the like loose appointment cards and business cards and stuff all in there, so they kind of fall out, but it was a nice little pocket just to collect them. So they're in there. Probably about a year or so, or a little bit less than a year ago, I'm not sure, a while ago we got a new lounge, and so I clipped this out of the catalogue This is not quite the lounge we got. This is the lounge we got, and we got it in pink. So I cut this out of the catalogue, and then I also just took a little snippet of the fabric samples that I ordered, because we ordered it online. These were the colours that we picked from, and I just made this little flip out with a linen printable. This one was sent to me from the lovely uni, and so I just made it like a little flip out, and I just put a picture on top. On this page, I really love this paper, so I didn't want to do anything to this paper. This is a Viewmaster card. This actually fell out of a book that I got at the op shop, and what I did was I just took a little brad and I put it through the page, and then I just washi taped on the inside there. This is a pocket page, and I had to put a little piece of paper underneath the brad to stop it falling through the center, just because the hole in the middle of the Viewmaster was bigger than the brad, I think. So yeah, so that allows me to just spin this around. This is just some vintage writing paper that I glued straight down on the page and just journaled on top. More journaling over here. This is a magazine image that I clipped out, and more journaling over here. And then there's the other side of that illustration paper. A couple of people have asked me, I can't remember exactly where they asked the question, but this paper was sent to me from a friend, so I don't actually know which book this is from, but it's absolutely adorable. I love this paper. On this page, I just stapled on this little bit of packaging from my gallon leather wallet, and then on the back side I also stapled a little price tag from the op shop. Over here there's like a double pocket with a shopping list and another little bit of packaging, and then this is from some seeds that we were planting a while ago. And then I added this scrap of paper bag as a fold out. I was going to do some journaling under there, but I never did, but that's okay. I like the feel of this paper and the sound that it makes. So I've done some journaling underneath there. On the back of this envelope, I ended up sticking this image. This is just a vintage book image. And then in this envelope, I have some journaling. This page was a part of the 15-minute journal challenge. So that's a series that I've just finished up on my channel, where we did 10 days of 15-minute pages. So we spent 15 minutes or less doing a page, and I just gave a basic idea for each page so that you could do your own. So the idea was just to incorporate an envelope. So it was as simple as that. Here I've got more journaling, and on the back there, this is a pocket, and I think I tucked an envelope in here for something and I never put anything in the envelope, but that's just tucked in the middle there. More journaling here, and this is a vintage linen image from my Etsy shop. So you can buy the digital linens and you can just print them out on paper. I printed this out on sticker paper, so I could just stick it straight down on the page. On the back of that page, I just glued this image from a magazine. In the front of the book, there's a couple of pages that are a little bit bare. I don't work chronologically, so I usually tend to work from the middle and then work my way out. And then the back and front of the book sometimes end up a little bit more bare than the middle. But I've just done some journaling there. This is just a pocket here where I just put some notes, just some project ideas in there. On the back of this page, I stuck this book page that had a really pretty frame. It had a poem in the middle, but I just put this picture of my daughter in the middle. This is a picture of her in my nana's garden, so amongst the lemon trees. And this is why I said ages ago, this particular washi tape from Washi Wednesday reminds me of my nana's house because of the lemon trees that she has. It's that page. On the back of that, I just did some more journaling, and then this is a pocket page again. And this is a note that my mum wrote me for nothing important, but I just kept it and tucked it in there. More journaling, and also some people have been asking me what pen I've been using. I've been using the Pentel Energel, so I really like this pen, and I'm usually not like a pen snob. I'm usually not fussy, but since using this pen, I don't think I will go back to another pen. I really like this pen. It's super smooth to write with, and I like the weight of the line. Yeah, it's just a really nice pen. So more notes there. This page is another one from the 15-minute journal challenge. So the idea for this page was to use matte paper. So I just used it in the background, but you could have done whatever you wanted with matte paper. And on the back of this page, I've just stuck this picture of my 3 kids at the beach, and I just put a couple of label stickers and washi tape around that. This is another page that I really liked as it was, so I didn't do anything to that. And then I had a book page bound in here, and I didn't end up doing anything to it either. So all I did was just glue the back of it down onto this paper, just because it was kind of like having two plain pages I hadn't really done anything to, so I just stuck them together so it's only one. I didn't really like what was on the back of this page, so I wasn't fussed about that. I don't particularly like the guns either, but I do like that they're illustrated, so I've just kept them in there. This page doesn't have anything on there. I've done some journaling on there. This is a linen printable from my shop, and then I just glued this image down on top and did some journaling. This is another paper that I really like the way it is. This is a Maggie Holmes paper, and yeah, I didn't want to do anything to this paper because it's so pretty. On the back of it I have another one of those poem frames, and I just stuck another photo of my kids in the middle of that. In this pocket here I just kept things. These are really old things that have been floating around, so just like things from, this is from I think some scrunchies that I bought and something else that I bought online, so tucked in there. Oh, this is a pocket page. Let's see what's in here. I think I've just got a couple of receipts in there. This is just the Mother's Day note that my son brought home from school, so I just kept it. And I just glued it onto the page. I think I was going to do something underneath, but I never did. That's okay. I've just got a quote that I printed out. It says, "I didn't come this far to only come this far." More journaling on the ledger paper. On this page I glued a drawing that I did of my two boys. And then this is something that my friend Marge sent me, and this is like a pocket made out of a hanky. It's so cute. So when I actually made this journal, I sewed it onto the page. So this is like a little flip out, and I could put like a tag or something in there. But yeah, I really like it. It feels nice to touch and it's so pretty. So over here I have another receipt and just a random little card stuck down. This is an envelope that has my Nana's handwriting on it. So she used to give us a birthday card every year. So I've got lots of envelopes I've saved that just have her handwriting on it. So again, when I made the journal, I sewed it in as a pocket. And then in here, I think I also have some project ideas and some notes from my mum. So just random little bits and bobs in there. Another receipt over here. This is a Disney postcard, which I made into a pocket. And then this was like a schedule that I never really stuck to, but I really like the background of this. It's so pretty, so I've just kept that. So sometimes I'll have things that are floating around from a long time ago. I've got like a box of things that I just keep. So usually when I'm working in my junk journal, I'll work with things that are recent. So recent photos, recent ephemera, and then I'll also have like the box of ephemera from a long time ago that's just things that I haven't thrown away. And sometimes I'll work them in together. Even if I have things that are really old that haven't found a place yet, I still keep them in that box because eventually they usually do find somewhere to belong in my journals. So it doesn't really bother me if they're not current or if they're not recent. And like I said before, I don't really work chronologically, so I don't start from the front of the book and work through. I just do here, there and everywhere. Kind of reminds me of like a old vintage scrapbook, so how they used to have like a blank scrapbook and they just glue in like greeting cards or like packaging or anything from their lives. They just glue them in and then quickly jot down like what each thing is. That's kind of like what this reminds me of, my process. So it's kind of like a modern day take on that type of scrapbooking for me. Obviously there's sometimes more writing and stuff, but that's kind of how I think of it. So with the pattern paper, when I made my journal, I made them into pockets. There's probably something in here, but I can't reach it, so that's just a pocket there. And then again, this was 2 pages in my journal, and I ended up sticking this page to create a pocket. This page I did on camera, so I have a playlist on my channel called Junk Journal with Me, and in that playlist I share journaling process videos working in my junk journals, or my journals, which is what this is. So I have a whole video just on this page if you'd like to see it come together. So this was a page I did to demonstrate how I approach collage. Please excuse my voice, I'm a little bit sick. Yeah, so I have a video on how I collage papers together if you would like to go back and find that video. So more random bits of packaging tucked into pockets and stapled onto the page. This is another page I have in the Junk Journal With Me playlist. So this page, this is a photo of me when I was little, and I put this into my journal because I wrote about it here, but basically it was reflecting all the things that I'm kind of obsessed with at the moment, which was plants, Barbie dolls, and floral clothes. I've always loved florals, but I'm wearing a cute little floral shirt that I would totally wear if I had that now. And I'm holding a Barbie doll, and I'm making a Barbie doll house for my daughter at the moment. So I just really enjoyed that photo because it's kind of everything that I am loving at the moment. So this page became all about that, and this beautiful wallpaper image is cut out again from that granny chic book that I showed you earlier. More receipts and little tea tags stuck to the page, and the other piece of that gallon leather packaging. Over here I've cut down this porridge or oats packet, so this was going to be a pocket. I didn't end up putting anything in there, but you can see that it's a nice little pocket there. This was another page in the 15-minute journal challenge, and the idea for this page was just to incorporate images. So I just found some images that I felt inspired by. Over here I've done some journaling. This is another vintage linen printable from my shop, which I just journaled straight on top of. And then this cute little picture of my daughter at the pool, and I added it on with some washi tape so that I didn't have to stick anything to this paper, which is just stunning, this paper. Oh, this is a page that I could totally still journal on, and I probably still will while I'm waiting to make my new journal. But this is another one of those mushroom labels, and I just did some painting on this page, so I'll just write directly on top of this. This was a page I did to keep a record of the natural dyes that I tried out. I have a video on natural dyes, so you can make dyes for paper and fabric. So I just kept like a swatch or like a sample of each dye. So some more journaling on that page, and then this paper, I love this paper too. This is a crepe paper. On the back side of that, this is another 15-minute journal challenge, and the idea for this page was to include a quote. This is another page that I didn't really end up finishing. So this is a linen printable from my shop, which I printed on sticker paper and stuck down, and I really like it on this paper, but I feel like I needed to do something else here. It was a little bit busy to journal straight on top of, so that's kind of another unfinished page in here. Some more journaling, more journaling. This is another 15-minute journal page. So the page idea for this page was to do like a nature journal inspired page. So to draw something from nature, I drew this flower, which was actually a part of my wedding bouquet. So really simple, quick page. This is a vintage flashcard that says together, obviously. And this kind of goes with all the journaling for the next couple of pages. So this journaling was all about my son about to have his tonsils and adenoids out. So yeah, I just did a heap of writing. I have a Junk Journal With Me video sharing this entire page process. So really fun. I really like this page. I think it's because of this beautiful Mayleg packaging. So I've been collecting some furniture and things for the dollhouse that I'm making for my daughter. When I do get the dollhouse finished, I will do a tour as well, because a lot of people have been asking about that. This is a big beautiful postcard that I got from Bella. So over here I have more journaling about when my son actually had his surgery. So after his surgery we tried to make it as fun as possible because we had to travel for the surgery. So we went to Time Zone. I kept the Time Zone card and I just washied it into the page. I've got a picture of my son playing in Time Zone, and then again here I've got more journaling about the surgery. So in here I think these are like discharge forms. There's like medication packets. I've done some journaling, stuck some photos. I think I did a Junk Journal With Me on these couple of pages as well. So I kept like sugar packets from where we were staying. I made a copy of his little bravery certificate. I kept his little wristband. I kept a map from the caravan park that we stayed in, some wrappers, some photos. We also went to the movies a couple of times because we couldn't really do much, but we tried to make it fun. So we went to the movies, we saw Dumbo, so I kept our movie tickets and stuck them around the page there. This is another linen printable here. Oh, this is another Disney postcard as well, which I made into a pocket. And over here, I also kept our movie tickets from seeing the Lego movie, which was a couple of days later. So yeah, I have a whole junk journal with me video on these pages. This is where it ends. Over here, this is journaling from my birthday. So my sisters got me a perfume gift box. So I cut up the boxes that the perfumes came in, and I sprayed a little sample of each perfume onto each one so you can smell it. This is a fold out page that I totally neglected to use. But on the back, I just put a picture from my birthday. And then on this page, I kept like the birthday cards that my boys made for me at school. Just some other little random bits and pieces glued onto the page. This is a book illustration and a magazine image. This was another page I did in a junk journal with me video. More journaling. This is the rest of the packaging that came with my gallon leather wallet. This is another page I did for the 15-minute journal challenge. So the idea for this page was to include a photo. Over here I've done some more journaling, just some writing in there. This is a coffee cup wrapper. So on my son's first day of kindergarten, they gave like a little coffee cup that had a couple of things inside it, like a cute little care package for the first day of school. So that was really cute. So I kept that. And then here I've just got a picture of my daughter and just done some journaling underneath. This is another printable linen from my shop where I've just done some writing, stuck a few other things on the page. And this is another linen image that uni sent me. So I just stapled that onto the page and wrote on top of it. This is a fabric pocket here, and all I ended up putting in there was just some really quick little sketches for some paintings that I was planning. I haven't used this page. I love this paper as it is, so I don't know, I probably won't add anything to that page. These are some little notes that I got in the mail on this page. I did this page in a junk journal with me video as well, so there's just bits and bobs that you can pull out. Another page I haven't done anything on. I've done a little bit of journaling on here. This was a quick little painting that I did. And then here I kept the envelope from a birthday invitation my son got. I haven't put anything in there though. I still think it's cute though, so I kept it. And this is just a list that my husband wrote, so I just tucked that in there. I think it's nice to keep like little samples of handwriting from other people, like people that you love. So I like doing that, even if it's nothing that's important. Some journaling here. I just wrote on top of this scrapbook paper with white pen. And then this paper here was also cut out from the Granny Chic book, and I just did a quick little quote on there. I haven't used this page. Some journaling here. This was another page I did a junk journal with me video on, so if you'd like to see the process, I do have a video. On this page I glued a cheeseburger wrapper over the whole page, because why not? And then over here I've just done a little bit of journaling, and sometimes I'll just journal like in a weird direction, so upside down or sideways. I really love this paper as well, so I haven't done anything to that paper. This was another junk journal with me page. And then over here, I haven't done anything on this paper, but I could definitely still journal on there. This was another 15-minute journal page challenge, and the idea for this page was to use paint. So I just used black paint down the side of the page and then just used some white pen to add some journaling. This is a printable from my shop, but I just put a quote on top. This was another page in the 15-minute journal challenge series. So the idea for this page was just to use sticky notes. So what I did was I used sticky notes to sort of just divide up my thoughts and my plans and my lists. More journaling there. Over here, I thought this was so cute. So for Mother's Day, You know how usually the teachers will get your kids to like fill out a questionnaire? So on Mother's Day I didn't get one, and I was kind of bummed because that was like the one thing I was really looking forward to. But then when I went back to school, they said that they asked me about it and I said I didn't get one. They were like, oh, you were supposed to get one. So a couple of weeks or maybe even months later, mine turned up at school. This came home in my son's school bag, and they just scribbled over this junk mail envelope and wrote to Rand's mum. And then, so there is my questionnaire. So these are so cute. I love getting these. So I just kept the envelope too because I thought that was really cute. This was another page that I did junk journal with me video on, and I think this was actually the Mother's Day spread that I did. So there's like Mother's Day cards, there's flowers that my son has picked me, some journaling, some photos, just stuff tucked in there. Mother's Day card over here, tag from the plants they got me for Mother's Day. So over here we have a birthday invitation for my kids that I just kept in here, and then this is a pocket that has more birthday invitations for my kids in there. Then I've just stapled on this loose list, like a shopping list that I had. And then this was another page in the 15-minute journal challenge. So the page I did was to section the page and then sort of fill in all the boxes, or you could do other shapes if you wanted to, but just sort of divide the page up and then fill it in. More journaling over here, another receipt over here with some journaling underneath. Over here I have a picture of me meeting my niece, so I've got a picture in there. And then this is another birthday invitation that I kept. I've just taped it up like that so that I could protect their information. Over here I just have a couple of photos from NAIDOC celebration. I really like how these photos complemented the colours in this scrapbook paper. It just worked out really well. This is another one of those label stickers, which is really cute. On the back here I have some notes, and I'm covering them up because they are sort of like ideas for my channel, and some of them haven't been done yet, so they're a surprise. So I'm covering that up, but just some little notes. And then I've just done some journaling on this page. This was another page in the 15-minute journal challenge, and the idea for this page was just to use pen, so just to take us back to basics. So all I did to make it a little bit more exciting was just to write in different directions and add a little bit of doodling. And one day when I was using my journal, my daughter Rue started scribbling it, so I just put the date down and drew an arrow so that we knew what it was. A little bit of packaging from an ice cream there. These were more like ideas, like project ideas. And I'd done like a little bit of tester sewing on it when I was sewing something else, so I ended up just sticking that onto a page. This is a note from my son's school teacher. And then over here I just have another little like list. It's like a chores list that I wrote for myself and for my husband, for stuff that we had to get done that weekend. Then in the very back of my journal I had this fold out page which I wrote about my goals for the year in the beginning of the year. I also have a journaling video on this. I'm not sure if it's in the Junk Journal With Me playlist or not, but I just did a page on goals, and this was like a collaboration with a couple of other YouTubers, so we just all did a page on like goal setting. That folds out, and then here I've just got a quote and another image, and that is my journal. Sorry this has been such a lengthy video. As you can see, there are a lot of pages to go through, but I hope you enjoyed seeing inside my journal, and if you have any questions you can leave them in the comments down below and I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as I can. Remember that if you'd like to see me actually doing journal pages, I have that Junk Journal With Me playlist that you can check out. And if you like journaling and paper crafts, that's basically what my whole channel is about. So if you go and have a look through all of my videos, there's hopefully lots of different inspiration you can get from there. Thank you for stopping by my channel today. I hope you're all doing really well, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.